Okay, I am acidify from erepublic.com, and what I want to do today is I want to show you a project that I've been working on, a war game project, and I've been working on it for a long time. As you can see here on your left, this is what the project is composed of. This is the JavaScript. This is the JavaScript Ajax calls right here to the profile system that I'm still working on that's not functional yet. I'm going to show you. These are our classes here. And these are our main pages so far. These are our main pages so far down here. These are our main pages. So let me show you the website. Let me log off home, log out. So I'm going to log in first. So I go to the profile page first. Now right now, this is not working. Now what I wanted to do is to share a message. I know how to get this done. I've done it before, so this is not the issue. This is not where I want people to work on, because I'm trying to recruit people to work on this project. This is not the part of the project that I'm recruiting people to work on. This is just part of the project. This is just part of the project. See, this doesn't work yet. But I've gotten it to work, but I messed up the code, so I have to recode. I have to look through the code and make sure that the code is functioning. And I'm going to have a picture right here that you can upload, where you can upload a picture right here, and people can come in on your page and you can apply. Now this is where you buy different businesses. As you can see, I have laundromat, the bar, the grocery store, the restaurant, the mall, the luxury hotel, the casino, the office building, and the bank. Now I'm going to add pictures with these. So for example, where it says buy laundromat, below it will be a laundromat, a picture of a laundromat with a certain pixel. And same for bar, grocery store, restaurant, mall, luxury hotel, casino, office building, and the bank. For education, we have a preschool, elementary, middle school, high school, college, and library. Now, I'm expecting this to increase the wealth of a nation, to help increase the tax base of different classes of wealth. Like, for example, if you create a preschool, a elementary, and a preschool, you're going to help the poor, give you more tax base. Same for elementary and middle school, and for high school, you're going to be talking about the middle class. For college, you're going to be talking about the elite. And for library, you're also going to be talking about the poor and the middle class. Now we have factories. We have a farm, a sawmill, a coal mill, a rubber plantation, a metal mine, and an oil field. Now the farm is going to produce food. The sawmill is going to produce wood. The coal mine is going to produce coal. The rubber plantation is going to produce rubber. The metal plantation is going to produce metal. And the oil plantation is, of course, going to produce oil. Then you have housing. You have a wood shack. You have an apartment. You have a house. You have a mansion. And you have a high rise. And these are going to affect the different categories of people that you have in your community, in your population. I'm going to start everybody with a certain population for every wealth gap. We have the poor. We have for wood shack. We have the for apartment. We have the let me it's different. I think we have 5 different classes of wealth, but it may be 4. But I have to look. Let me check it right now. So we have poor, middle class, rich, super rich, and elite. So therefore, I'm going to for this is not the right one. This is so for where the shack would be poor, apartment would be for middle class, rich would be house, mansion would be for the super rich, and for the elite would be a high rise, and for the rich would be a high rise. Then we have infrastructure. We have roads, bridges, and highways. And we'll have an infrastructure score, and maybe that will give you a bonus in some area. We'll have to discuss it and see what infrastructure will do. It may make your military more effective, perhaps. It may it may make your people more happy that they have nice roads and nice bridges and nice highways. And of course, the military, you can recruit soldiers, you can buy artillery, you can buy mobile launchers, you can buy tanks, you can buy anti-aircraft, you can buy fighter jets, you can buy bombers, and you can buy cruise missiles. And let me say this, I'm adding a toolbar, two toolbars at the top below this gray bar for your cash and for your military, to show how many military units you have. And I may include, I don't think I'm going to include factories though. I'm not going to include that much. I'm just going to include under this bar where it says home profile logout. I'm going to include the how much cash you have and how many military units you have. And let me show you, and I have another page too that's hidden, and that's the declare war page. This page is functioning. The declare war, for example, I'll declare war against Acidify. I'm a man as a man. Submit. You have declared, it's supposed to be declared, I'm going to change it to declared, a new war against this user and his nation. And if I try to declare war against Acidify again, you are already at war with this user and their nation. If I try to declare war against admin, which is myself, you have to declare, no, am I admin? Did I just declare war against myself? I hope not. You are already at war with this nation. Well, I'm going to make sure I'm not at war with myself. I'm going to go and debug the program, and I have another page with wage war.php. And what I want to do is I'm gonna show you the nations that you're at war with at the top. Now this is what I need help with. This is the page I need help with, because the code, I'm working on the code, but this is what you can do. You can do ground blitz so far. You can do a ground blitz with the soldiers, but it's not going through. It's not working yet. But I'm going to show you the code so you can see the code and see what I'm talking about. But everything else is working. Like, for example, you can buy a business. Let's buy one laundromat. Buy. One laundromat has been built onto your empire, and I'm gonna add it so it can show you how many laundromats you have and how many bars you have. I want to buy one bar. One bar has been built onto your empire. I want to buy one grocery store. One grocery store has been built onto your empire. I want to buy a luxury hotel. Let's see, do I have enough money to buy a luxury hotel? You do not have enough cash to buy one luxury hotel. So that's how it works. I'm still working out how much cash each person is gonna have, and I'm gonna add up a members page where you can see the users that have joined, and also a lookup users page where you can look up a certain member in their profile by typing in their name. Those are the things I'm gonna add. Those are the things I'm working on. This is developmental. This entire. Can I get a thing? Yeah, go ahead. I ain't want to. I'm gonna get to you. Can you give me one? Yeah. I want the noodle. I want the regular one. If they're in there, I'm gonna give it to you. You can give me one? Yeah. Come on, give me one. So, this is a project that I've been working on, and and it's a project that has taken a little time, but I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot on about PHP and how to program. Huh? Oodle noodles. I'm gonna show y'all something I got. Check this out.
Nah, the other one.
The other one?
Ones you got. I want one of those, but I want that.
You want these? These good. I promise you.
The one with the meatballs in it.
This it right here. Them good. I swear. That's good. No doubt.
The one with the meatballs.
Yeah, put some ginger, put some seasoning in there, a little sugar.
What kind of seasoning?
Put some cinnamon in there and a little sugar, and it's gonna be so good.
No,
I'll open it for you. Hold on. Let me open this. I'm gonna pause this video, but we're going to continue once I finish helping my roommate cook. So I'm back. This right, these buildings are going to help you finance your empire as well. But all of these buildings can be bombed, as you can see on this page. If you do a bomb buildings, all of these buildings are on here. All of these buildings are on here. You can bomb anything. You can bomb the farm. You can bomb the doggone school. You can bomb the preschool. You can bomb everything with your fighter jets and your bomber jets. And as also cruise missiles. Cruise missiles. You can bomb anything with cruise missiles. With the amount of cruise missiles you have. Now this is my database. This is my database right here with your businesses in it. Laundromats, bar, grocery stores, restaurants, malls, luxury hotels, office buildings, banks. Your education, preschools, elementaries, middle schools, high schools, colleges, libraries. Your factories, farm, sawmill, coal mine, rubber plantation, metal mine, oil field. Your housing. All of this, your users right here. So this is the crux of the game. This is the crux of the game, but I'm building it. I have to add alliances to it, for example. So I need people to help me. Anybody who's familiar with CSS, I'm looking for people who are familiar with CSS, HTML, and CSS. I'm looking for people who are familiar with Java, jQuery, or JavaScript. And I'm looking for people who are familiar with PHP. And we can get this game up in, like, let's say if I upload this script and let everybody work on it, we can get this game up in the next 2 weeks, tops. If people are really dedicated and determined to actually get the job done. Because I'm determined. I work on it every day. It's gonna get done regardless. But I'm looking at, for example, check this out. It's not working. Some things are not working. The war system is not functioning as I want it to function. For example, check this out. I have this wage war class. And what it's supposed to do is it's supposed to do two things. And we can find some Discord or something, get on Discord or something and work on it together. But let me show you. So under construct, under function construct, this is the function that runs as soon as this class is opened. So I have a military class that is taking. It takes a military class. It takes the opponent's military class. It takes the business object, the business class, the education class, the factory class, and the housing class. And it sorts all of this. But what's most important is the military class and the opponent military class. Because this is what I'm using to get soldier, to get artillery, to get mobile launchers, to get tanks, so that the program will know how many tanks you have. And the program will know how many opponents, how many tanks, how many anti-air, how many fighter jets, how many bomber jets, how many cruise missiles. The system will know how many of this you have, because what it does is it's saying I'm going to take I'm going to the database and I'm looking up how many soldiers this user has. This is what this does. This military class get soldier. It goes to the database and it tells you how many soldiers a certain user has. And so and it stores it in this soldier. This soldier is a variable that I have stored right here. And it does it to all of these variables, to all of these unset variables. Artillery, mobile launcher, tank, anti-air, fighter jet, bomber jet, cruise missile, and the same for your opponents. Your opponents, as you can see, they're military. So it lets you know how many militaries, how many units everybody has, so that you can play with them. And so that's what the program does as soon as it opens. So it has everybody's as you can see, opponent soldier, this opponent soldier, which is the variable that's at the top. This opponent soldier is the variable that's at the top that I just showed you. And that's one of the problems that I've been having right here. A typo right there. That was a typo that I just corrected. And it gets all of these variables. And it gets the tanks and it gets all of that. And then it goes into another function that I have. Is like the ground blitz, for example. I'll show you the ground blitz. The ground blitz is saying this. It's saying, I'm going to show you one moment what the ground blitz is doing. The ground blitz is saying this that you need to enter a certain amount of military units you want to use for the ground blitz. How many soldiers do you want to use for the ground blitz, for example? How many soldiers right here? This is a what you call a function, and a function, and you're passing it a variable. You're passing it a value. So you're passing it a number of soldiers. You're passing it a number of artillery. You're passing it a number of mobile launchers, and you're passing it a number of tanks. So these will be numbers on another page where you're using this function. Then you take this soldier. This is the variable that we saw at the top. You want to know, is this more or equals to the soldiers that we're entering? Do we have enough soldiers? If you want to use 10 soldiers, well, do you have 10 soldiers to use? For example, that's all it's saying. And it's also saying the same for artillery. It's saying the same thing for mobile launchers. And it's saying the same thing for tanks. And then we're saying that we want to set a damage for each of these criterias. So we say we have, and this is wrong, it's supposed to say right here, soldiers. How many soldiers you have, how many artillery you have, how many mobile launchers how many you want to use, and how many tanks you want to use. And that calculates the damage. Soldiers times this soldier damage. And the soldier damage is stored at the top. I'll show you soldier damage. It's up here. The damages are up here. Soldier damage 0.25. So for 4 soldiers, every 4 soldier can kill a soldier. But I might change that to 3. It depends on. I think I'm gonna change it to 3. It depends on how the game goes. So I'm correcting a lot of stuff while I'm because this is a developmental project. It's an open development. There are errors in this code that I'm actively fixing. But most of the program is functioning. The majority of the program is functioning. I say 75% done. What we don't have is alliances, and we don't have this war system ironed out yet. We're ironing out this war system. So, nevertheless, back to this. So we're saying we want to get the total damage for the soldier. We want to get the total damage for the artillery, and we want to get the total damage for the mobile launchers, and we want to get the total damage for the tank. And we'll use that by tank, which is right here, that you pass through this variable, this function right here. You pass a number of tanks through here. Like, for example, you would put 4 here. But this tank, it holds a number. This cash mark tank, it holds a number. This mobile launcher, this cash mark sign mobile launcher, it holds a number. This this cash mark artillery holds a number. All of this holds numbers. So if you were to want to do a ground blitz, you would have a form. You would put the number of soldiers you want in there. You would put the number of artillery you want in there. You would put the number of mobile launchers you want in there. You would put the number of tanks you want in there. And then after you do that, it will execute this program. And so after that, we subtract the amount of soldiers from our opponent. As you can see, our opponent military class, subtract his soldiers, and same for the rest of these. So what I want to do, and these are your losses, where these are what you lose. This is what you lose. This opponent soldier times this soldier defense. This opponent artillery times artillery defense. This opponent military mobile launcher times this mobile launcher defense, and etc. and then you get your battle results right here of what happened in the battle results. Are returned. The battle results are returned here. Now it's saying if this soldier is less than the soldiers you entered, it's going to return a number to me. It's going to return one. But if the artillery, if it's the artillery that you don't have enough of, it's going to return 2, and I'm going to tell you that you don't have enough artillery or enough soldiers to execute the battle. So that's all I wanted to show you. And once again, this is the game right here that I'm working on. It's not finished because the profile page has to be done. I'm working on the profile page. I don't want anyone else to touch the profile page unless it's with CSS. I do need people to CSS and style the buttons. Like, for example, this text box right here is supposed to have a style to it. This text box here is supposed to have a style to it. But that's all I wanted to show you. If you are interested in working a project, please let me know. I need your help. I need your assistance in getting the job done. It's very important for us to work together and to get the job done. I think it could be an awesome game if we can get the job completed. Thank you.